So, there was a time in my younger years when I looked to Buzzfeed as a source of humor. Their meme-filled articles would usually bring a smile to my face and make me forget about any issues that were plaguing my mind that day. But over the years, along with the rise of the SJW infection, the collective egos of Buzzfeed writers began to rise. I was able to overlook the pettiness and self-entitlement that dripped from my screen every time I read one of their articles. Unfortunately, I could not overlook the obvious contempt that a lot of writers had for a certain group of people, which is evidenced in their series 20 Questions, Insert Minority Here, Have for White People. So, once again, I'm making this video as a response to another video, this one being from Blaire White. For those of you who don't know who she is, Blaire White is a transgender woman who makes videos calling out the special snowflakes for behaving like entitled graplings of the most mundane shit. And I'm using feminine pronouns to describe Blaire because, unlike the majority of toddlers out there trying to pull the identity crisis bullshit, Blaire is actually in the process of transitioning, keyword there, into a woman. Not to mention her lip syncing skills, profanity usage, and taste in music are awesome as fuck. As I said in the beginning, BuzzFeed is trying to make themselves relate to us poor, downtrodden colored folk. Oops, I'm sorry, I meant to say, people of color by releasing a segment of videos featuring people of various minorities asking the stupidest, most ill-conceived questions of white people. Not only do they unload a vast amount of stereotypes about white people into their questions, the font and coloring they use to display said questions is also piss poor in choice. Oddly enough, the latter annoys me more than the former. If you're going to spew your collective hive mind thinking in the form of interrogative sentences, at least make your wording a little more palatable, or install closed captions. Then again, this is BuzzFeed we're talking about. To repeat myself in my previous video, trying to speak for me or any other person for that matter is not, I repeat, not a good idea. What I find utterly ludicrous about this tripe is the fact that the people in these videos want to force all minorities into the same box while attempting to guilt trip white people into feeling emotions they shouldn't feel in the first fucking place. And speaking of this white guilt shit, why is it that every time I see so-called white allies stick up for these people and defend their horrid, outright racist behavior, they look so defeated? They look as if they're terrified of saying the wrong thing for fear of being electrocuted by their POC melaninated overlords. And for you white allies that may come across this, know this. The people that you think need to be uplifted in this society, the ones who spin their poor man's tales of how disadvantaged and oppressed they are, they're only using you as a means to an end. Just like the Africans that sold their own to the white people for profit, you are nothing more than a means to an end. Racism exists, but guess fucking what? Anyone of any race can be a racist, no matter what you read on Tumblr or Buzzfeed. Knowing is to warp the definition of a word to suit their own needs. People who flagellate themselves for the sake of pleasing others are called cucks for a reason that I'll gladly get into in another rant. And before I close this video, I just have this to say to the people at BuzzFeed. Y'all do know that y'all are nothing more than a fluff site, right? So if you can just do the rest of us a favor and stop trying to make yourselves out to be more serious than you claim you are, that'd be great. Just stick to making shitty articles about things that things that things that kids from the class of 2018 will never get to appreciate, or equally bullshitty articles about nostalgia for things that really weren't that long ago. And just stick to making those articles and just leave the political thinking to people who are actually qualified to talk about politics. If you can do that, that'd be great, and you can save a lot of us from a shitload of migraines. In the meantime, I'll post a link to Blaire's video below. Until next time, bitches, I'm Michelle, and I'll see you now. Peace the fuck out.